Across the American continent, night after night, a woman can be heard crying out, calling for her children. They say only men can hear her. Let me tell you this story, though I'm not sure you should hear it alone. They say Latin America was discovered in 1492, but when Europeans arrived in what they called the New World, those lands were already inhabited. Malint Zinnen was an indigenous woman who lived in what is now known as Central America. She had 2 children and lived beside a river, accompanied only by them and a few farm animals. When the colonizers arrived, Malint fell in love with a man who was tall, strong, with blue eyes and golden hair. His name was Mateo. He quickly made Malint his lover. However, he had no intention of raising children who were not his own. One afternoon, Mateo told her he would return to his continent and take her with him, but for that to happen, she would have to get rid of her children. Blinded by love, Malint did not hesitate. She took her children to the river. With tears in her eyes, she told them they would bathe in the deepest part, where the water was clearer, where it would give them strength and cleanse their souls for the sun god. Her children, unable to swim, sank beneath the surface as she watched them cry for help. Days passed, and the pain never faded, but the love she felt for Mateo was even stronger. She saw him as a god. One day, Mateo told her he had to leave alone, but that he would return for her in a few days, that he would prepare everything and make her feel like a queen. She lowered her head, accepted her fate, and said she would wait. Days passed, then months, then years. Malint never knew that the colonizer had been playing with her all along, or that in his homeland, his true wife was waiting for him, along with their 5 children. Malint died waiting for Mateo. Before her death, she cursed herself for condemning her own children to die. 6 months later, new colonizers arrived. They flirted with indigenous women, deceived them, and disappeared shortly after. Since then, it is said that a restless soul wanders the night, crying and screaming, "Ay, no conejua," a lament that, in the English language, is understood as, "I need my children." They say La Llorona hunts unfaithful men and those with corrupted hearts. If you hear her cries, there is nowhere left to run. And don't leave without giving this a like. It helps me keep telling you more stories like this.